The holidays are a time to be with family, but oftentimes we feel this tug, this pull of being available for work. Working remotely, working in the knowledge space can suck sometimes because we're always available. Oh, why didn't you respond to my text? Why didn't you get me on Slack? Like, why didn't you respond to your email? Well, I was with my family. Get over it. Like, I want to just say that sometimes to people. Do you ever feel that way? So today we're going to talk about the 3 levels of creating presence when you're not available so that people don't need to pull you away from what matters most. Without getting into cloning yourself, how can you be in 2 places at once? Well, the reality is oftentimes people need your brain, not just you. What if, while you are spending time on vacation or the holidays, people could get information from you and you could be present with what matters most? The real question is, are you able to answer questions when you're not around? So as you think about being away from work, how can you be present at work, but not be present at work? That is the question right now. So I'm going to give you 3 levels of showing off and being present so that you can actually be present where it matters most. Because here at Simplify Work, we want to help you thrive in life. And the professional side of your life is only one part of life. Work isn't just about the money you make, because there is work in being a parent, in owning a home, in wanting to travel and enjoy. Things take work. So let's simplify work so you can thrive in life. If you have customers, if you have coworkers, or if you work for a company, you need to prepare your presence for when you're not present. 3 easy things that you can do today so that people can get what they need from you when you're not around. Number 1, set your autoresponder, your vacation mode, whatever platform that is. That's an email setting, Gmail, Google, whatever, to where you can type in and say, hey, thanks for your email, thanks for connecting. I'm actually going to be off until December 27th, until January 2nd, or fill in the blank. And then they know, okay, that's when he's out of the office. Hopefully they don't text you. That's a whole team norm conversation that you need to have if they do. But this lets them know, oh yeah, he's taking off, she's taking off, I'll get back to them. You could even, pro tip for that, put in, why don't you follow up with me on the Friday after Christmas or whenever you're available when you come back. Level 2 is put in a table of contents in your follow-up email. Because if you're working on a project, if you're leading a team, if you have a conference coming up, you probably have already done a lot of work and people are just being lazy. I hope that's not rude to say, but other people are probably being lazy. I was working with a executive search team. So you have your partners, your associates, and your executive assistants. The partner is the one who makes a lot of the money, if you may, lots of money. And the associates are the ones who do a lot of the legwork. So Joe had done a lot of the legwork, and he made the documents, he uploaded the files, and he communicated that to Mike, who was a partner. Mike didn't like to read emails. He didn't like to go search and hunt down documents. So whenever he needed information, guess what he would do? You've probably felt that. He would say, hey Joe, where's such and such? What's the rate on this? So Joe is in his work. He feels the burden of having to stop what he's doing, go find that other hat, put that hat on, to then answer Mike's question. That needs to stop. We don't need to do that anymore. We have AI, we have Google Docs, we have the ability to make that easy. So for your autoresponder, what does that look like? Well, if you use Notion, if you use Asana, if you use Google Docs, you can actually create a document that has the links. For me, when I left my last company, I went ahead and I did that. I served the future people taking my job. I blessed them, I hope it was a blessing, with the master file of the different projects I was working on. Hey, here's all the notes, here's the links, so that when I left, they could still get the job done and it could be handed off to the next person. Why don't you just do that in your autoresponder? You put your links to the docs. If you have how-to videos for anything, this will serve your customers, this will serve your coworkers, and this will make you look better within your company. What can that do for you? Just imagine if somebody emails you and they can get the response and answer the questions without you needing to be there. Isn't that valuable for them now and for you now so that you can be present? And what does that say to your future in your company or with your customers? Level 3. Now, this is where it gets fun. This is what I like to do. What if you could make answers in questions live for people who need you? Now, I know that's crazy talk, but it's possible. You can create a custom GPT. You could create a living brain, so to speak, for your customers, coworkers, and company. So what they could actually kind of chat with you and talk with you. I mean, there's AI agents, there's custom GPTs. You could make it however you want. Now, I know there's probably this, that, and the other, but if it was just links to documents, hey, it might not be too big of a deal. So during this time, as you are taking a few minutes, maybe take an hour, to free yourself up so that you can be present, make a second brain. Make a document or a custom GPT that would be able to allow someone to ask you questions when you're not there and get the answers that they need, or at least get the direction so that you don't have more work when you get back from your vacation. Because we all know that having a vacation often makes us come back to, what did I miss? What did I lose? What did I miss out on? And we don't want that. We don't want to come back from the holidays or from taking time off to have to do more work. We want to just jump back in and keep things moving. So, what is that for you? Your 3 levels for freedom this holiday or this vacation: set your email follow up, autoresponder. Then, if you want to level it up, add your files, add links, links to videos of answering common questions. And lastly, build your brain for them, because then they can have a conversation with you. You don't need to make a clone. You could. They can have a conversation with you and get their answers and move work forward while you're not around. So I hope you can enjoy whatever time you're taking off and be present where it matters most. Thanks so much. Here at Simplify Work, I want to help you thrive in life, because work is only a part of life. Please comment below if you have thoughts, comments, questions, how to do any of this, because I want to help you take your next right step to be present in what matters most and break the burnout that we often experience and make freedom for your future and those you care about most. Thanks so much. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you in the next video.